So there's this really radical idea that's starting to get some serious attention here in the UK, just giving everyone a regular, unconditional income. Now, it's not a new idea, but it's being supercharged by a force that's about to reshape our entire world: artificial intelligence. So the big question is, could universal basic income actually be the UK's answer to the AI revolution? Let's get into it.
Okay, and here's the twist. You'd think the tech world would be fiercely against this, right? But some of the biggest cheerleaders for basic income are the very same AI leaders whose inventions could wipe out millions of jobs. Is it because they're genuinely worried about society, or is it a smart move to prevent the kind of chaos that could hurt their bottom line? It's a strange partnership, and it makes you wonder, what do they see coming that we don't?
To really get why something as huge as universal basic income, or UBI, is even on the table, we need to understand the scale of the problem it's trying to solve. And it all goes back to the weird way our economy works now.
Just think about it. In the old days, a massive company meant a massive number of jobs. But today's tech giants, I'm talking about Google, Meta, Apple, they generate unbelievable amounts of money with, honestly, a tiny number of employees. That whole model, born in Silicon Valley, is now spreading everywhere, and it's piling up wealth at the very top like never before.
And when I say piling up, I mean it. Check this out. Between 2000 and 2015, the top 1% of people on the planet grabbed half of all the new wealth that was created. That's just a staggering concentration of money. And it's happening alongside another really worrying trend. So while all that cash is flowing upwards, the actual percentage of people in work around the world is going down. For years, the slice of the pie for ordinary workers has been shrinking. And now you throw advanced AI into the mix? Well, this trend is about to get kicked into overdrive.
And listen, this isn't some far-off sci-fi problem. It's happening right now. AI is getting really good at the kinds of tasks you find in entry-level jobs, which basically pulls the ladder up for young people trying to get started. We're seeing it in creative fields too. Spotify had to delete millions of AI-generated songs that were siphoning money away from human artists. And believe me, this is just the first ripple of a very big wave.
Okay, so you've got this huge, kind of scary challenge. What's the solution? Well, people are dusting off a really old idea and giving it a 21st century update. The concept of a basic income has been kicking around for centuries, but now it's being seriously considered for a uniquely modern problem. So what exactly is it? Well, the clues are right in the name. It's universal, meaning everybody gets it, and it's unconditional, and this is the big one, which means no strings attached. You don't have to prove you're looking for a job or anything. It's just a direct, regular payment designed to give everyone a basic level of financial security.
Probably the easiest way to think about it is as an income floor. The goal isn't to replace work, not at all. It's just to make sure that in an economy that feels more and more insecure, nobody can fall through the cracks into total poverty. It's a safety net, but redesigned for the age of AI.
And don't for a second think this is just some fringe theory. This conversation is happening right at the top. The UK's own investment minister has said that as AI disrupts the job market, we're going to need some sort of concessionary arrangement, like this. This isn't a niche debate anymore. This is mainstream. And it is moving way beyond just talk. Across the UK, real-world experiments are either already happening or in the final stages of planning. The idea is to stop guessing and start getting hard data on what a basic income actually does to people's lives.
These pilot schemes are taking a few different approaches. In Wales, they're focusing on a really vulnerable group, about 500 young people who are leaving the care system. Then you have proposed trials in places like Jarrow and Manchester that are looking at different groups, from residents with disabilities to young people at risk of homelessness. In each one, they're testing what a $1,600 monthly payment does for people's health, stability, and choices.
Now, these pilots are fascinating, but rolling this out for the entire country, that would be a monumental task. And it brings up some absolutely massive questions about the kind of society we actually want to live in.
All right, let's break down the debate, because this is where it gets really complicated. The hopes are enormous. We're talking about potentially ending absolute poverty, improving the nation's health by cutting down on financial stress, and maybe, just maybe, simplifying our insanely complex welfare system. But the hurdles are just as big. The number one question is always funding. How on earth do you pay for it? The price tag would be astronomical, and people worry it could siphon money away from essentials like the NHS. And then, of course, there's the big question about work. Would people stop working? It's the multi-trillion-pound gamble at the center of this whole debate.
So this brings us to the really deep philosophical part of all this. If AI and automation just keep accelerating, we have to think beyond the economics of it all and ask what a future with less traditional work actually means for us as human beings.
When you get right down to it, UBI isn't just a policy idea. It's a tool for navigating a colossal shift in our society. For centuries, our lives, our identities, our whole social fabric has been built around the need to work. AI is forcing us to ask if we're ready for that entire foundation to change, and what we'll build to replace it.
And that's really the ultimate question this all leaves us with. If a policy like UBI takes care of our basic needs, food, shelter, security, what do we do with ourselves? What drives us? If we're not working to live anymore, what do we live for? It's a question the UK, and pretty much the whole world, is only just beginning to answer.